Hello and welcome back to Understanding Crypto. My name is Herve, and every other day here I try to decipher cryptocurrency in the easiest way possible on the internet. I bring you things like predictive analysis, research, and tutorials to help guide you through this treacherous marketplace. So if that's the type of content you find interesting, be sure to click that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you don't get to miss out on any other value-packed video like this one. So the other day I was talking about MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor, and I honestly thought that I'm the only one seeing this. I really thought that I'm the only one seeing some problems with this whole MicroStrategy thing. You know, when he buys Bitcoin, everybody says, oh, MicroStrategy has bought, say, 5,000 BTC, or he's buying, say, $200 million worth of Bitcoin and stuff like that. Everybody's happy about it. But nobody talks about how he gets the money. Yeah, nobody talks about some of the concerns with MicroStrategy. And it's not to say that it's like a problem now. I'm not saying we should all go up in flames and say, oh, we should sell off and MicroStrategy and stuff is going to cause us problems. No, it's really just a thing for the future. You know, in the last cycle, the way that I got to sell Terra Luna, because I told you guys even on Instagram that I'm selling Terra Luna at about $89, if I remember correctly. And I sold the rest of it at $93 when it went to somewhere around $113, which was somewhere around its ultimate top before the great collapse. Everybody told me that, hey, you made us sell, you told me I should sell, and now I sold it, now it's gone up. You know, and I was like, hey, I think BTC is going to 20K, and so this thing is the most performing altcoin in the marketplace right now, so it's just wise to sell it. Because I held a lot of Terra Luna, I held a lot of Chainlink, my core holdings, by the ending part of the bull market after selling the other altcoins. My core holdings were Terra Luna, Chainlink, and Cosmos's Atom. So I sold off Terra Luna, and I think it was the last one was Chainlink, because I actually held a bit of Chainlink into the bear market. I sold off Atom, then I sold Terra Luna. And then, but before selling it, I told you guys that I'm going to sell. And my whole thought process around that was that BTC was going to crash. And so there is no reason holding on to it in profits when I know fully well that BTC is going to collapse. But what I got to learn in that bear market was that it's important to have an idea of what could cause the bear market. It's important to have an idea of the various factors that could cause the collapse. That way you get to, you know, allocate yourself as the bear market time approaches, or as you go into the bull market, or as we are in the bull market, you get more careful with the types of coins that you hold, depending on what could possibly be the cause of the bear market. If the bear market is going to be caused by some thing, then you want to avoid them as you go, you know, into that phase. Again, it's really not the time for that now, but it was just an interesting thought the other day. And if this is going to be the cause of that, then you can't avoid it. You know, you can't avoid it because, well, it would be Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is linked to everything else. If Bitcoin is to collapse, then everything else would follow. So, yeah. You'd know that all altcoins are essentially priced in Bitcoin, yeah? It's the default cryptocurrency, actually, for every exchange or every crypto platform. It's the default cryptocurrency. Everything is priced in Bitcoin. So the value of your altcoins is not actually the dollar value that you see on CoinGecko or on CoinMarketCap. The value of your altcoin is how much of that altcoin it would take to buy a single unit of Bitcoin. That's the real value for all altcoins, except the lower caps on Uniswap and stuff. So I was thinking about this. And I was like, no, there's certainly something wrong about this. You know, there is no asset or no strategy that doesn't have risks. And even if you say want to hold BTC, you are interested in Bitcoin, why not just hold Bitcoin? Why do you have to hold some stock that is backed by Bitcoin? Well, why don't you just hold the Bitcoin if you really do believe in Bitcoin? But anyway, it's just interesting to see that other people actually do, see the whole stuff about MicroStrategy. And yeah, honestly, I think this could be one of the reasons why we end up, plummeting hard. And he holds a lot of it. Some people celebrate this. This would have been Satoshi Nakamoto's worst nightmare. His whole idea was that everybody should be able to own BTC. And if one person is accumulating BTC at this rate, it means that he could, potentially control the market. Yeah, he could say, okay, I want to make these changes, and if you don't want me to make these changes, then I will dump. And essentially hold it hostage, that we must abide to his rules. Anyway, I'm just making that up, but you get the point. So yeah, that's just an interesting take that I had with MicroStrategy the other day. BTC on exchanges, we don't have any new inflows, like significant inflows into exchanges. The last time we had that was here, and BTC was somewhere around 63,000, 63 to 65. That's the last time we had some huge inflows into exchanges. This is important because this helps you understand what whales are doing. You'd see here that when we did have this huge inflow, BTC went up to somewhere around 69, and then we now descended to somewhere around 51,300. So yeah, this is really important. And here we had huge outflows, and that was somewhere around 68.2. And after 68.2, we've not had any huge outflows like we had here. But since then, BTC has continued to the upside. So this is just to help you understand. And you can just go on, this is coinglass.com. You can go here and see what's actually going on. You'd also notice that BTC on exchanges, it's at all-time lows. As it continues to go lower, it makes it easy to move the price of BTC either up or down. Remember, the price of BTC is not really the Bitcoin you have in your wallet. It's the Bitcoin in the marketplace. Now, those market participants also put into consideration the fact that there are BTC in circulation and people are holding them in their wallets, but the main thing that determines the price is the BTC in the marketplace. I mean, the price of anything is how much that thing is priced in the marketplace, not the one you have in your home. Anyway, somebody asked the other day why Michael Saylor is buying but BTC is dumping. That's because he's buying over the counter. So he's not really buying BTC on spot like you do. So when you want to buy, you go on Binance, KuCoin, Coinbase, Bybit, BingX. You can find the links to my exchanges, by the way, in the description. So when you want to buy, that's how you buy. But when institutions or say whales want to buy, they buy over the counter. If they buy on spot, it would increase the price for them. So they'd have to buy every other BTC at a higher price. And it's actually better for them to sell in that same way as well. So here we have low BTC on exchanges. The lower the BTC on exchanges, the easier it is to move the price. The higher the BTC on exchanges, the more it would take, the more capital it would take to move the price. So far, we are in November, and it's soon coming to an end. November is one of the best months in crypto, and this is something we've been talking about for a very long time. We basically dodged a bullet in September right here. You'd see here that September is never really a good month. We had a 7% increase in September, October 10%. Currently in November, we have 33% increase. So if you bought BTC at the beginning of November, you'd be up by 33%. November is really a good month for crypto. Now, another good thing about this is that soon we will be going into January. December is not so much of a good month, but we should hope it will be. But soon we will be going into January, February, March. These are all good months. So from now on out, we are mostly going to be okay. And it's important to note that 2025 will be the post-halving year. And that would mean that we should be seeing the real bull next year. So anytime from now, and historically, by the way, historically from December to January is when the alt season actually begins, like the real alt season. So the previous rallies you've been seeing on altcoins, those are not alt season type rallies. You are yet to see the real rally on altcoins. So we'd be getting that perhaps next month or the month after next. We would be starting that, and we should be seeing immense gains coming on altcoins from there on out. All right, let's first go to BTC. Now, by the way, if you're watching this, let me know what coins you'd want me to look at in the next video. So every other predictive analysis video or any video that I'm talking about charts and stuff, I will be including some of the coins that you mentioned in the next video. That way, it's also an update to something you are interested in, yeah? What's the point if you are not interested in this stuff? So let's first look at BTC. After BTC, we'll go to Ethereum. After Ethereum, we'll go to Total 3. That's the altcoin market, basically. Then after that, we will go to Bitcoin Dominance. And after Bitcoin Dominance, we will look at some of the coins that you guys left me in the last video. Then that will be it for this particular episode of this stuff. So BTC USDT, where is BTC headed next? Let's see. Currently we are trading at 92.8. The reason why some altcoins may not be dropping right now should be that BTC dominance is not going to the upside. Now we didn't quite hit 100k right here. We hit 99.58. So some people were already selling here on the idea that, well, we are very close to it, and when we do go there, everybody's going to sell off, so it's just best that they sell at that price. And that should be the fundamental reason why we dumped from here. So currently we are actually at the 1.618. I mapped this out yesterday evening. So 1.618, usually you should go back up, but we should note that we did go back up here before continuing to the downside, and we have put in a new lower low right here. So I would not be surprised if we do continue to the downside. Now, for this particular progression here, the lowest point should give us somewhere around 88.6. It's unclear if we will go there, but that should just be the lowest point for this particular progression. The 3 Fib level, which will give us the Fibonacci band, is somewhere around 87,000. So this would mean that we are basically coming back to the Trump wins zone. After coming back to this, we should expect a rebound to the upside. Perhaps that is when we will get to go to 100k and beyond. If we break this zone, then we are going to fill the CME gap between 80k and 77, but this zone should hold. Another way to look at this, if we zoom in, actually, we could define this particular drop right here to have been the first one. So we have a move like so, which should be the A move. This should be B because it comes back to retest the A right here, and this entire move to the downside was the C move. So after C we have D, and this should be E. That's another way to look at it. But yeah, it still gives us this zone right here at somewhere around 80 something. The fact that we put in this low right here indicates that we could still have another move back to the downside. There could still be another flush to come to the downside. But the beauty of it is that we did not put in that 100k mark. That means that when we do go back there, there's a strong chance we will not just stop at 100k and collapse. So this could actually be a good thing. Okay, so let's look at Ethereum. What's Ethereum doing right now? Ethereum, I updated you yesterday in the Telegram group. If you are not in the Telegram, do join the group. It's a channel actually. If you are not in the Telegram channel, do join it. The link is in the description of this video, or just type in understanding crypto on Telegram. You should be able to find that. Our thesis with Ethereum was that we should have a move that goes higher than this high right here. Unfortunately, ETH did not go higher than that. What the hell? ETH did not put in a new high right there. The new high zone was somewhere around 3,650 something. Yes, 3,562. So this was the high right here. It's actually supposed to be 562. That's 63. Let's just leave it there. So it did not put in a new high, and that is not so great. Yeah, it's not so great. However, ETH BTC, as I told you the other time, as I told you on Telegram, ETH BTC, I think has bottomed. I can't suggest anything lower for this thing. I mean, this is just the lowest I can see for Ethereum BTC. Yes, this particular zone right here, this is it for ETH BTC in my opinion. So whatever ETH does, I think it's just going to go to the upside instead, because this is it. I mean, it's not to say that it cannot go lower, yeah? So don't get me wrong. I'm just saying this is the lowest point my analysis can, suggest. I don't have any other zone to the downside. And if ETH BTC is going to go back as high as this would mean some immense rally for Ethereum. I mean, we're talking about going back above this high right here. And ETH actually needs to go above this high, because this right here is 2021, yeah? This is the high for 2021. This is the high right here. This is when it just got launched. But this is the high for 2021. And if we don't go above this high, it would mean that on the longer term time frame, ETH is in a downtrend. For uptrends, you need higher highs and higher lows. For downtrends, you need lower highs and lower lows. And so if ETH does not do something that goes higher than this, then ETH maintains the lower low and lower high structure. So basically, that's what Ethereum needs to do here. It needs to go higher than this high right here. Else, it would mean that ETH would just be forming a lower low, lower high structure, and that will not be great at all. So we really need ETH to go higher than this particular zone right here. That would put ETH in a long-term uptrend against its BTC counterpart. Now we can see that it's been having higher lows, yeah? And if this is going to serve as the bottom, then it confirms the uptrend on Ethereum. I have some very good targets for Ethereum. I think ETH can go as high as 7,500, 10,000, and also even as high as $13,000. Now, there are some other crazier targets which I don't even want to mention, but I'll just call them gravy for now. So let's look at Total 3, the altcoin market. What's going on there? We've had this thing. Okay, so this is one of the biggest cup and handle formations I've ever seen, and this is something we mentioned in the other video. We even did talk about the reason why we did not go as low as the 2.618 right here, and that's also something we covered on Bitcoin. I will leave the video in the description, or later on in this video you can watch that. And basically BTC was going to go to 45,000. And that particular zone, which BTC should have met at 45,000, was already met by USDT dominance. So it cancelled out the idea of BTC going as low as 45, which is why I started to talk about a bottoming out scenario on Bitcoin somewhere around $53,000, and warning you on the idea that BTC may not go as low as the 40s as many claimed. Now, right here, zoomed in on this USDT, no, this is Total 3 dominance thing. We can just take from here to here, and that gives us the 0.618 at somewhere around, that gives us $808 billion approximately. 0.786 gives us 767 billion. At this particular zone right here, this is where you'd want to actually accumulate some alt or take some low leverage longs in this particular zone right here. If this thing does come as low as this level, I'd actually make the case that it comes as low as here. So this would be the level where you want to take in some long positions. Now we will make some examples here with the coins that you left me in the last video, and that should be a good thing. So let's go to the first one, which is Near Protocol. Now Near Protocol is a very good project of mine. I like this project. I did sell it. I did sell some Near. I think I signaled that in the group. I sold this thing long time ago in the first rally. That's the first big rally to the upside. So what is going on with Near Protocol? Well, with Near, we can just switch this thing to the line chart, and that way you identify the drops here. We have the first drop here. So this is the first drop. Then we have the next drop, which is this one right here. And then we have the next drop, which is this one right here. That gives us the bottom, yeah? So after this, we have the consolidation and the first move to the upside. Now, first move to the upside, what you'd hope from it is that the first move to the upside should take out the high of the last drop. So take out the high of the third drop, which is exactly what Near Protocol has done already here. After that, you can expect Near to come back, or any coin actually. This is just a strategy. The best way for it is that it comes back as low as the 0.618 to 0.786, but in some strong trends, you'll find 0.382, 0.5 acting as very good zones of support. In this particular case, let's switch that back. We put even the 0.5 there in the assumption that this is a strong wave. Then you get somewhere around $5.38, $4.93 for 0.618, and $4.30 for the 0.786. Now 0.786 is basically the institutional zone, so it's the perfect zone. I can't make a case for now that it will come back down here, but that is just the perfect zone. Yeah, it's just a perfect zone. So we now have to zoom in to see how possible any of these zones can be. All right, so here as we zoom in, we've now had the first wave to the upside basically. So if we can take like this right here gives us the wave 1. This is wave 2 because it did not take out the low of wave 1, and we are in wave 3. Now to make the case that wave 3 will come back as low as 0.786, that's not just plausible. You can't make that case. Even the 0.618 right here, still a very difficult case to make. 0.5, that now becomes somewhat possible. So we now get to include the 0.382 as a possible zone of retracement. Now 0.382 gives you $5.82. So that now is the zone that you get to target for Near Protocol. So that's somewhere around $5.82. For the rest of the coins, we'll just go over them quickly so that we don't waste any time. So basically we have wave 1. Now wave 1, as I described to you in the other video, you have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, now between the 1 and 2 and between 2 and 3 you have wave 2 and wave 4. So you have something that looks like so and something that looks like so. Now in the wave 1 you also have some waves inside of the wave. So you have something that looks like so and something that looks like so, then something that looks like so, and something that looks like so, then something that looks like so. This right here, A, B, C, is this that we see here. This that we see here, A, B, C. This now gives us 1. So that looks like 2. But yeah, you get the point. 1. That looks like a J now. Anyway, so this now is 2. So how do we even know that this is 1? Because we can track the waves to the downside. After the waves to the downside, the first impulse to the upside becomes the one. That's basically it right there. So we'd be expecting something that looks like so, or something that looks like so. So that would be it for the zoomed in time frame. Now for the zoomed out, where is NEAR actually headed? Well, NEAR is actually headed to, we have at least $32 for NEAR protocol this cycle. That's the list that we will accept for this marketplace to give us. So we have at least $32, and after 32, NEAR should possibly go as high as $51 this cycle. After that, we have somewhere around 90 to 92. Higher than that, we can't really make a good case for it continuing to the upside. This is the zone where you'd want to be cashing out on NEAR protocol. Now, if we get here, it all depends on the when, yeah? If we get here next week or next month, then it may not be the time yet. But it would be a good time to, cash in some profits and wait to perhaps put in something into NEAR. But it all depends on the time, but this is just the zone that we'd have to look out for. So these are the possible targets for NEAR. A very good chance that NEAR goes higher than 32. Very, very good chance. Yeah, very, very good chance. How do I know that? Well, I know that from the initial wave of NEAR. This right here is still just the first wave. This move right here, this was the first wave. Remember my shtick of 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is it here. 1, 2, 3. This is the first wave. All of this is just the second wave. This is just the second wave for NEAR. And so you're waiting for wave 3. Now, wave 3 is mostly the longest wave. Mostly, anyways. And it shouldn't be the shortest. So you have a very good chance of the wave 3 being either longer than this wave 1 or the same as wave 1. Now, if it is the same as wave 1, then already you are targeting $28. And that's very close to the 1.618. So I'd have no reason to believe that it wouldn't get to the 1.618. And after that, you'd expect the fourth wave, which would be the correction of the third wave, then the fifth wave. So very, very good chance that NEAR gets to at least $32 and go higher than that to somewhere around 51. Now, this target right here, this 4.618 to 4.764 is mostly uncertain, but that is just the highest that you'd see. So if it gets here, you have to look right and look left. So this is the zone where you want to be very, very careful. Like here is a must zone for cashing in. This particular zone right here. So that's it for NEAR protocol, folks. Let's look at Avalanche. I had 5 coins in the last video. If you have some coins that you'd want me to look at in the next video, just let me know in the comments and I will get to you in the next video. So Avalanche, this is something that I forecasted. This was in my premium channel. So I gave you this particular zone right here. It was actually a call, like a long call, to go long on NEAR protocol somewhere around, Avalanche somewhere around here. In this first drop right here, it was somewhere around here that call was made. And I told you in the premium channel to sell off as it came up to this level right here. It was somewhere around 4% that I told you to sell off because Avalanche was going to come as low as this zone right here. Now, this zone was the 1.618. After 1.618, what do you expect? We expect the 0.786. 0.786 was somewhat met here, and then we retraced from there and came back up, confirming the 0.786 as now the support. So, where is Avalanche headed next? Well, here you'd have to see that you have something like a double bottom type scenario right here. So you want to see some type of retest here, somewhere around here. That would put you somewhere around 35, actually, somewhere around 35 to 34. That would put you somewhere around 35, actually, 35 to 34. If we take our Fibonacci zone, it should give us that. All right, Fibonacci tells us that the $35 zone will be the 0.786. 0.786, interesting. So we should have some type of bounce right there. Now, for the macro outlook, where is Avalanche headed? Well, I do have some targets for that already. So for the macro, we are expecting at least $89 for Avalanche and $139. And after that, we have the 4.618 to 4.764 at somewhere around, that is actually $239 to $246 for Avalanche. Now that is for this particular progression right here. Remember, this is Avalanche's own first wave up. Yeah, this is still just the first wave. So this retracement right here was the second wave. So we would actually have some bigger targets than that. So bigger targets we can just take from up to down, from the all-time high to all-time low. And that should give us some bigger targets. So bigger targets, we have $203 to $300. Jesus Christ, $323. So after that, what is the maximum target? We can see 4.618 to 4.764. That gives us $583 for Avalanche, approximately $580. So in summary, what are the macro targets for Avalanche? We consider this, so we consider the entire thing, yeah, from the 2021 high to the 2023 bottom. What are the ultimate targets? The ultimate targets are, first biggest zone of resistance for the bull would be when we do come up here to the $100 zone, 103. That would be a bit of a problem, but yeah, that would be the zone where we'd have some retracement. But the biggest zone that we'd have a retracement for this cycle, that's for Avalanche, will be the $200 zone. That's $203. That's the 1.618 right here. So we'd assume that the wave 3 would be spanning from this particular region right here at the 1.618, that's at $17, to $200. That should give us the third wave right there. So from there, you can have a retracement like so and head back up to the 2.618 right here. So you stand to make a lot of money with Avalanche if you hold Avalanche. If you bought right here in this consolidation, you stand to make a lot of money with Avalanche. You stand to make a lot of money like this. So even from current price, Avalanche can go up by 700% approximately. The best zone to start thinking about selling Avalanche will be above $300. That would be when you have to start thinking about selling Avalanche. Then you must sell if it goes to 500 actually. Yeah, or at least you have to cash in something if Avalanche goes as high as that. All right, what's the next one? The next one is Polkadot. You all know I love Polkadot, but I did sell that thing. Yeah, I did sell in this first rally right here. I sold that thing around $9 or something. Where is 9? Yeah, I sold it around $9. So we have it right here. Let's see. Oh, I sold it almost at the top actually. Yeah, and here we have the same type movement. Yeah, this was the first wave up for Polkadot. Now, this is why Polkadot has some lower targets, because the first impulsive wave to the upside wasn't as big as you'd have it on Near Protocol and on Avalanche. Yeah, so what is next for Mr. Polkadot? Well, Polkadot can come as low as this particular zone right here actually. And after this particular zone, you'd expect another move to the upside. That's just the zone that it can come back to. We can just take from here to here. So from down to up, we are not being too perfect with the placings with this, because it would just take a lot of time to place it perfectly. But let's see. So from down to up, you are waiting for a Fibonacci retracement that can follow the Fibonacci extension. That's basically what we're doing. So let's take now 0.618, 0.5, 0.382, and 0.5 puts us at exactly $7. 0.618 puts you at $6.27, And then we have the 0.786 that goes as low as the $5 zone. Now, in these types of uptrends, you shouldn't be expecting that they come as low as these lower Fibonacci level. The 0.382 and 0.5 should be the holding zones for a strong uptrend. So what are the targets for Polkadot? Well, I actually had this chart right here, and the idea was that what can be unburdened by what has been. So these are the targets for Polkadot, and I had these a long time ago. And now I'd be blunt here and say that Polkadot has not really done well this cycle. I'm not so sure it will do as well as others, but yeah, we can say for certain though that this was most likely the bottom for Polkadot. Good chance that Polkadot will go as high as $14, $20 and $33. Those are the targets for Polkadot. We will have to watch out to see what happens when this thing does come up to these zones. But I'm confident that it will come, by the way. I'm confident because a lot of these people that bought in the past cycle will be waiting that it goes back up. Yeah, and they may even be DCAing, hoping that it continues to go back up so that they realize their investments around here. So that too will act as fuel to the price of this thing to continue moving to the upside. All right, what's going on with Sei? So Sei has been a brutal monster in this bull market. For Sei, what we'd actually expect is some type of retest of what we see here on the daily. So some type of retest around here. Because of this big accumulation here, we should have some type of retest here. Now let's go as low as the 2 hourly and see what's going on there. Okay, so if we take from here, again, in a stronger trend, you should be expecting smaller retracements. So the lowest retracement that we could potentially see here, okay, so even here, that would be the 0.5 zone on the 2 hourly time frame. That puts you somewhere around 56 cents. These retracements aren't guaranteed, by the way. In the bull, it's very difficult to track retracements. Very, very difficult, because retracement actually means dump. And in the bull, everybody wants to buy, and you know, it's very difficult to have that retracement. That's why you may be waiting for some type of Bitcoin crash and you don't get it. It's because everybody is excited and people are looking for things to buy, and so it's just difficult to get the retracements. Okay, so that would be it. You'd actually expect Sei to come as low as this level, if it will go there anyway, but this is just the zone, the 0.5. You'd want to see some type of retracement back to that zone. On the higher time frames, we could be targeting somewhere around $4 for Sei. Yeah, I'd actually think that this thing will go as high as $4. The reason why I'd say that, even though it's the 4.618, and I think it could go even higher than that. First, it's a new coin. It's launched in this is 2023. It's a new coin. It's a coin from this bull market, so it will most likely go higher than that. We have more specific targets for the other coins because they are coins from the last bull market, so we have more data to suggest where they are going to go. But for Sei here, it's really difficult to know where it's going to go, but for now we know that it can go as high as this 4.618 right here. Perhaps that is where it will have some type of retracement. Yeah, that is basically my own thesis for Sei. We had the first drop right here, the second drop here, then we had this retracement, and then the third drop. So now we are beginning the bull phase for Sei. So yeah, that's basically it for Sei. Okay, what's the last one? We had another one. That one is GMT. Now I never look at this one, but let's just look at it. Okay, so GMT, this coin is 2022. This is on Binance. So basically we have the first pump right here, pump from launch on and listing on Binance, and then we have a massive drawdown. So most people who hold this thing will be in a loss. Yeah, most people who hold it will be in a loss, and this is typical, but it doesn't mean that it won't go back up. It will most likely go back up, and it would actually provide a lot more opportunity than some of the other coins that look better. Yeah, it would provide a lot of opportunity. It doesn't mean that it won't go back up. I'd actually bet that it goes higher than this point right here, assuming that it is a legit project and they are actually going to put money in it. I think this GMT coin is that move to earn coin. Yes, well, am I mistaken here? Let's see, GMT. I think, yeah, it is the step N. Let's see. Okay, step N is a move to earn. Yeah, move to earn health and fitness application. Users equipped with sneaker NFTs. This now is kind of interesting because NFTs aren't doing well. Sneaker NFT can move outdoors to earn tokens and NFT rewards. StepN has a built-in wallet, swap, marketplace, and RNPL, that's rent now, play later, system to make StepN a bridge between crypto and non-crypto users. StepN has a dual token system, a game token, green Satoshi token, that's GST, and a governance token, green metaverse token, GMT. GMT is the native governance token. It's a governance token, not even a payment token, huh? Governance token is native. GMT is the native governance token of StepN and has the following use cases. Stake to participate in the governance. GMT holders own the treasury. GMT is burnt to access in-app features. Not so great, to be honest. But perhaps the NFT season does come back and this thing goes up. Yeah, as I said, it provides the best opportunity actually so far that we've seen from this particular dump right here, because simply we have the same waves to the downside. Yeah, now this right here is the first wave to the downside. This in our system, in our three-wave movement. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. In our three-wave movement system, this would be the first one. All of this would be the first one, because as we said, you'd have a move, retracement, move, and then you have retracement right here, and then the second move to the downside, and then you have the same type formation right here. So I'd actually expect that this would be it for step N. And with the ABCD, we can actually get this to be like so. So this right here would actually be the A, this would be B, all of this would be the C, then we get the D right here and the E. So this right here would be the double bottom before the move to the upside. This double bottom. This could actually be the best opportunity for all of them, but again, the utility is not as strong, so if we are to have some type of bigger market drop, then this will suffer the most. Does it have a BTC trading pair? Let's see, GMT, BTC. Let's see, it does. So it's the same type of scenario right here with the BTC trading pair. We have very short candles there, showing that very few people are participating in this, and they are mostly dumping. Yeah, they are mostly dumping, and it will be difficult to know if that was the bottom right there, but it does seem like some type of accumulation here. So step N would actually need to reverse this entire thing before we can start talking about some type of bull market. But let's go back to the step N thing and discuss its prices, assuming that it's going to do well. Yeah, because that's the general assumption in the marketplace. They can all go to zero, but we just assume that in the event that they do well, this will be the targets for these things. Okay, so assuming that we have a retracement back down here to somewhere around 16 to 15 cents, assuming that we have that retracement, currently it's at 19 cents, then we would be expecting a move up back like so. So this thing now gives us somewhere around 96 cents to somewhere around $2. So that's the maximum that we can see, huh? But that's crazy. That's like a 10x from, let's say, from current price. That's about a 10x, a 10x. But this one is more assured, I'd say. This one right here, would be more assured. Now, assuming that it goes above this particular downtrend here, let's bring this down like so. Where does that lead us? So it takes us back now to the top of this downtrending channel. This channel, for those of you who would be like, what channel? Yeah, because sometimes I get some questions and they are so obvious, but yeah, it's understanding crypto after all, so I get to explain everything. Okay, so coming back above to this particular level right here is more assured, I'd say. Coming back to this zone right here is more assured, but generally that is those are the targets that this thing can go as high as. Yeah, those are the targets. And that is the last one, folks. That is the last one. Let's finish off with BTC dominance. Well, we are still essentially in the same place. Okay, so BTC dominance, well, it's still in the same place. It did drop a bit, and you saw the rally that happened with altcoins. Even Arbitrum, you know, ripped up, and some people were getting excited. I don't get excited, to be honest. To be very honest with you, I really don't get excited with rallies. But anyway, BTC dominance, well, you can see the same type correction right there. Yes, same move. This is A right here. This is B. This is C. This is D. This is E. So BTC dominance should be coming now back up here. This region right here is where you'd expect BTC dominance to come back to. So it's not done with us, unfortunately. But on the bright side, we do have a bigger outlook for this thing to come back as low as here, and we're talking south of 40% for this thing, and by that it would be taking us to Valhalla. Alright folks, that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any other questions or coins that you'd want me to look out, let me know in the comments. But until the next one, folks, until the next one, stay safe.